Good morning, fellow option traders, and welcome to the daily scan for December 19th, 2012. Well, it's Wednesday, and housing starts are going to be announced today. We don't know what sort of impact that may have on the market. It may be inflated slightly because I was reading up on it, and they are going to count housing starts related to the hurricane as legitimate regular old housing starts. So that number is going to be pumped up a little bit this month and in the coming months as some of those permits start coming in to rebuild the East Coast. But that's not really our concern at the moment. Our concern is today, and our concern is our open positions. The insurance policy, sitting out here not doing too much right now, probably going to, sort of write that one off and decide whether we're going to do another insurance policy after this one expires next week or not. Remember, this is a December calendar on the Qs in anticipation of a reversal in the market. And it hasn't reversed, at least not profitably, not since this was open anyway. We have Baidu here in a little bit of trouble. It's very, very close to our break-even point, and I've changed my alerts from break-evens to the price of the short, so I get a little bit earlier warning on these when they make moves. And when it hurts, it hurts the most when it makes a move in the wrong direction early in the trade when you first get in. If we were a couple weeks out, this is a December 4th trade, so if we were even to go to next week, and we change the date to the 12/26 here, we at this price point we'd only be down $178. But because we are on the 19th, we're down $435. So we are going to have to probably make a decision about this one today and see what happens. How do we think it's going to work today? Well, if we look at the bid-ask, the ask is at $98.55, which is a close price from yesterday. So if we look at a midpoint open here, we may open down today and get a little bit of forgiveness on this particular trade. Don't want to let this one go too long because there's a lot of risk built into this trade. So we want to make sure that we don't mess up. All right, this Chipotle is deceiving because I bailed on the call. This was an Iron Condor, and I bailed on the call side yesterday. And took a hit on that one. PNRA, remember we had a bear call on that we took a small loss on and flipped that around, and now we have a bull put on it. So we're looking for a big upward movement in one of my favorite restaurants, Panera Breads. Take a look at the profit tent portfolio, same insurance policy over here. The Qs were up 81 on that, and RUT, because we just entered one lately, is down a little bit, and the Russell's been kind of a hot commodity recently. You can see here that, oops, let's go back here, pick it out. You can see here, let's go back to a weekly here, that the Russell has a high here of 868, and if we go back, if we pick out month here, 868 is the high all the way back to 2003. And that's probably the high. So that's a significant resistance point. So we'll see if that acts as resistance. And as far as our short strike on our Iron Condor is concerned, let's take a look at what we have out there. On the call, we're starting at 880 here, which is this this particular one. And that's when we would start to be hurt. We're at 847 right now, chart-wise. 868 is the high, so we can watch this for a while and see if that high holds as resistance or if we break through it or not. If we break through it, that's a big sign for the Russell, and a couple days of closing above that would be enough signal for me to get out of that one and then probably enter a new Iron Condor on the Russell with new strikes at the higher prices. Alright, and I want to take a look at the Qs here and do a little bit of a study on volatility. If you don't mind, we're only about 6 minutes into this, so maybe we can do that. Let's go to the Analyze tab. This is what we look like. Now, if you remember, let's reset this. If you remember, I closed all the short strikes in December, and all I have left is the long strikes. They're not worth anything. So we'll just take them off of the display. It just confuses things a lot. Now we have our Iron Condor. We're up $147 on it right now. We have a lot of contracts out on this one. Very, very wide tent on this particular one when we opened it. And our delta is only 41. If we're at 66.75, if we wanted a zero delta, and we're watching this number here as we slide it down. If we wanted a zero delta, we would be, excuse me, about 66.33, which, that's only 20 cents away from where we're at right now, and that would give us the maximum theta. But you're thinking, well, maybe if it moves down a little bit, or maybe if it moves down to what visually is the center, maybe down to 66.02 or so, volatility is going to increase. So let's watch what happens when volatility increases. We are going to click on this little wrench down here. And we're just going to start clicking on the volatility here and increasing it. Now watch this number over here and watch this line up here as we increase this 0.1%, 0.3%, 0.4%, 0.5%. Let's go up to 1%. We already lost almost half of our profit. Let's see, we go up to 2%. We lost another half again, and this white line is sinking. But the red line stays the same, so our profit is going to remain exactly the same based on the spread of the strikes and the credit that we collected. Our profit's going to stay the same. The white line is sinking, though. So if we, let's say it goes up, let's speed this up here, let's say 5%. And as of today, we would be in a losing trade, even if we are delta neutral. Let's make it delta neutral, as delta neutral as we can. So we're at minus 163. Another way to look at this, we'll go over to the trade tab, and we want to come over here and we want to pick out theoretical price and the mark, which is the current price. So this is the current price. We can do the same thing over here, and I want you to watch what happens, particularly to the strikes that are closer to the money. Now we're going to watch the theoretical price change here as I increase this volatility. And you can see for almost every 0.1%, we get a penny increase on the short side, but the long side's not moving so much. So that's telling us if we wanted to close it, that it would cost us more to buy back our shorts And when we sell our longs, we're not going to get that much to make up for the difference. So if we keep increasing it, we go up to 2%. Remember, these were a penny before. They're only 2%. These are 44 and 25, whereas currently today they're 32 and 16. So that's another way of looking at it. Again, you just come over here and you pick out theoretical price and mark. I believe you can do that on the analyze page too. Yes, you can do that here too if you want to. I just want to do it over here so we don't mess up our analyze page. And when you want to bring it back to where it was, just hit the reset. So that's an interesting study in what volatility does to an iron condor. All right, and let's quickly run through the A-plus list and see if we have anything more setting up. All right, let's change this back to here. Apple, we may be into a reversal situation here. Change this back to a weekly and zoom in a little bit so we can see what's going on here. This is on a long-term basis. This is looking kind of attractive. So what does Apple look like this morning? Apple looks like it's going to maybe open up a little bit. You can see this price is changing, so there's some trading going on right now. It may open up a bit, but it's got, I watch this all the time. I'm not going to set alerts, so I'm just going to keep an eye on it. Amazon. Oh, we had a big pop on Amazon after it's, wasn't really doing anything for quite a while. And now we got a big pop on it, so maybe we're going to get a trend reversal on the midterm. And on the long term, we don't have an entry point here. It's definitely in an uptrend, but we're looking for that entry point. Baidu, we're in. Let's see if anything going on there. We had an alert set on this one, and it's, even though we moved up a little bit here, we didn't get confirmation. Looking for the confirmation for the price to move up here above this high. So not getting it yet. Same thing on the long term. No entry on the long term, but a midterm trade, yeah, that has possibilities. Chipotle, we're in. Salesforce, still on a tear. They're on a tear, but no signals for entry, no pullbacks that we can jump in on. Google uptrend here, no entry. Midterm, no entry. It's actually in a downtrend, but we may get in a reversal here if it continues. MasterCard. Oh, let's see here. Definitely in an uptrend, but no entry. We had a little bit of a dip here. We could have possibly entered on it here. A little bit riskier, but in a strong uptrend like that, yes. How many? I have to count. We have to talk a little bit about counting waves next time on the next video. Price line. So waiting for a little bit stronger hit down here. We'll see if we can get this %K below 20. And PNRA, we're in that. Okay, so that's it for today. Everybody have a great day. Thanks for watching and happy trading.